I'm Dani Gasparini, and welcome to this segment of Penn Voice. I am joined today by Eunejune Kim, who is the Director of Public Works for the city of South San Francisco. Eunejune, welcome.
Thank you.
So I know you're a newbie on the job.
Yes.
So tell us how it's going so far as the Director of Public Works.
So I've been the director for about 2 months now, and it's going very well. It's extremely busy. As you know, we've had a very wet, rainy season, so we've had flooding, landslides, pavement issues to take care of. So our public works team has been extremely busy. But
it's nothing like trial by fire. You literally
Right.
jump on the job and you've got some Mother Nature things to deal with on top of infrastructure.
Correct.
So where did you come from?
I came from the Port of San Francisco. I was a chief harbor engineer, and I've basically been working in the Bay Area for public agencies my entire career for over 20 years. So every community has its own particular culture and needs and desires. So it's kind of accommodating a different set of rules every time you do go to another agency. So I'm learning.
Well,
new
South San Francisco must have been a very attractive community to come work for. I think being just hubbed right below San Francisco, but yet within San Mateo County, it's got to be very interesting and I would say fun to work right below San Francisco and have, most people literally think that you are San Francisco and and not really understand, the boundaries and the drawing lines too. Anyway, let's get right into Public Works.
Okay.
So tell us a little bit about what your day entails in the life of a Public Works director.
Some of it entails the maintenance of the infrastructure. We have crews that provide full service to not only our city to maintain the streets, street lights, storm drains, sewer, the fleet, and the buildings, but we also provide these same services to the surrounding neighborhoods such as Colma, San Bruno, Brisbane, even a certain amount of services to the San Francisco airport for wastewater treatment.
Right.
So dealing with that and all the administration and the coordination, that's part of the job. The other part of the job is dealing with infrastructure and the capital improvement projects that are designed to accommodate new developments, existing developments, and just the level of service to the community for infrastructure.
And I think one of the things that viewers or residents might not appreciate with Public Works is you really are multi-jurisdictional. So not only within your city do you deal with all of the infrastructure, but you have to deal with public safety. You have to deal with Parks and Rec. I mean, you are really the hub for all of these other departments within your city, not to mention the regulatory environment that is on top of what Public Works is. Air quality boards, water quality boards, and then regionally, you all connect to the same pipelines and sewer systems ultimately, and electrical systems ultimately. So it's really a department that I think is unsung in what you do that we really don't see, because when you're operating at full capacity, we really don't know much about you because we only learn about it when something goes wrong.
Right. The less you know about it, the better we're doing.
The better you're doing.
Yep.
Exactly. I agree with you 100%. So we're here to talk about something that one of your council members, Mark Audiego, brought forward, and I think it's a terrific program. It's called Adopt a Storm Drain. So tell us a little bit about that. That must be the fun part of your day.
The Adopt a Storm Drain program, it's only been in force for about 2 months, and we have over 125 storm drain catch basins that have been adopted. It's a program that basically coordinates between the city as a public agency and the residents that live in the city. So it's a partnership where the residents, they know exactly what's happening in front of their house and when a storm drain catch basin is getting clogged. Because it just takes a little bit of trash or debris to clog a storm drain, and flooding will ensue rapidly, so especially during intense rains. So since we have over 3,000 catch basins to our storm drain system, our public works crew can't address every single
or have eyes on every single one
at the same time. So this helps us to maintain that, reduce the amount of flooding, and have this really good relationship of win-win with our community and this level of engagement that South San Francisco is very good at. The residents are so engaged in everything we do. I haven't seen this level of engagement in any other community.
So what does entail if I decide I want to adopt a storm drain? I'm going to come up from Redwood City and I'm going to adopt a storm drain in South San Francisco. What are my commitments?
Your commitments are that, you know, you'll keep an eye on it sometime during the rain events, and if necessary, we will give you the tools. We'll give you a bucket, we'll give you a rain poncho, gloves, a picker, just to keep it clean if it's necessary. Mm-hmm. Everybody knows what's going on around them a lot better than our public works crew. Mm-hmm. So we are kind of complaint driven during these incidents. So we're busy responding to complaints. But if you know something's going to happen beforehand, you can keep it clear before there's a real problem.
So you probably have street sweeping programs. Mm-hmm. They can only be as effective as the cars that are removed so that your street sweepers can get through. And that's typically how we keep our storm drains clear, by removing leaves and during wintertime when foliage is falling. But now you have folks that are looking at all of this in advance and proactively. So if there is something where it's bigger than they can fill their bucket, they can certainly give you a call and tell you, hey, I think this might be an issue and we've got to get some eyes on this.
It's a total partnership, collaborative.
So how do people find out about adopting a sewer system, a storm drain?
It's on our website and our Facebook, and we have we've done a lot of promotional, at City Council and at community events. So there's a lot of ways to connect to this system, but I would recommend going to the internet and looking up South San Francisco Adoptive Storm Drain. It'll hit you to the right site.
And so what else, this initiative was obviously one simple step that we can take in order to prevent something that actually can end up being more complex once our storm drains have flooded and or backed up, because that one problem then leads to the next community or the next issue. So why take on this initiative? Was it just a simple solution to get your community engaged and involved?
It's a simple solution, correct, to get our community engaged, and it's helpful for us and for the community. So it's been done at other, around the country, and it's been very successful. So Mark Gadiego realized that, and then he promoted it to us, and we thought, that's a great idea, let's just do it.
So how many more do you hope to have adopted?
Hopefully 2,500? No,
well,
I mean, ideally,
once this program airs on Peninsula TV, your phones will be ringing off the hook.
We hope so. We hope so.
So we just have about a minute left. What do you foresee as your next initiative or your next big leap in public works for South San Francisco?
I think the specter of sea level rise is facing any agency that is fronting either the bay or the coast, and having coordinated regional efforts to address sea level rise is going to be, or it is a current initiative, but it needs to gain traction because it's so far in the future. A lot of people are too busy addressing what they're facing here and now.
Right.
So this coordination effort is going to be increasingly important.
Right. So nothing like, again, never having any rest in your job, jumping into storms and wet weather and flooding, and now looking at serious issues as sea level rise, which will, again, be multi-jurisdictional, multi-agency, state will be involved, all sorts of fun.
And the costs are enormous.
Right, right. Well, I hope that you'll come back to Penn Voice and tell us how your a storm drain program is going, and also tell us a little bit more about sea level rise with South San Francisco.
Well, thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. And we'll see all of you next time on Penn Voice.